Hey, Shalom Markings, RakamAkapash, Jim Islam, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Yahuwah. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the Hope Wedex, preach the truth and all sincerity. Back again with another video. This was going to be based on this video here. Leader of Israelites who marched for Kyrie responds to being called hate group, right? From Comedy Hype, right? And I don't know what Nate was on this show for on the comedy. Well, this ain't a joke. But what we wanted to get into is this simple worldly Negro. I think I don't know. He runs this channel or whatever. All he was, he's the one that was saying, I don't want to be woke and broke. He want cars. He want to see the world. He want to do things in this world, right? He of the worldly mentality. Like, what good is this knowledge if it ain't bringing in these things? Like, it's he was suggesting to Nate that we should, well, the camps, they should be like this to attract people, to bring them in, you know like others have done in the past. But this simple Negro now doesn't get the fact that the reason why our people are so destroyed and lost is because they follow after people like this. The same people, types of people he's suggesting is what other people do and destroy our people by giving us, a bunch of BS. All these church pastors, these millionaires with their fucking Rolls Royce. Yeah, everything looks glitzy and glamour because they got fucking money, but the congregation ain't got shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but it attracts people. Yeah, it gives them makes them a mega church. Yeah, sure. But they ain't getting fed. Okay, they ain't getting nourished by the word. Okay, their lives are not really being made any better, right? But he's suggesting that we should use all these avenues to bring in people. But like I said, it's folly, man, and it's what's that word? It detracts from the truth, because then the people are here to make something of themselves, to get rich or to start businesses, or it's not really about the truth anymore. And Nate's already halfway there anyway. And IUIC, they're already halfway there anyway. You're acting like that's not what it's about. But these men are on that. you know. Same with Tazariak and from ISCPK. These guys are moving away from the doctrine and focusing more on business and making money, right? And there's always going to be a problem here because people in the world's interest ain't the word. But you're gonna bring all kinds of characters in your congregation that just want to be Hebrew Israelite, but want to be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And want to drive a fucking Bentley or whatever, man. These fucking clowns out here, because really they're still attracted to the world. They still want to be a part of the world. They don't want to let go of the world. They want everything the world has to offer, man, and they don't want this knowledge, this truth, to get in the way of any of that. That's what it is. They don't want to get this word to get in the way. They still want those things. They still want to be a part of the world. They just want to be a Hebrew Israelite on the side, essentially, you know. But that's not how this thing works, man. And like I say, this guy is talking. He just sounding hella worldly, man. He ain't interested in this truth, really. He might sympathize with black people and their struggle and stuff, and we might be saying, or Nate might be saying things that he agree with and that kind of stuff. But what about the money, though? What about what about this? What about that? I want to see the world, I want to do all these things. I want a nice car, and I want the image or whatever, man. That's what these fucking niggas are really interested in. They don't care about this word, you know. They don't care. All right, so I just wanted to get on that because Yahushua comes first, man. This truth comes first, and whatever the Most High decides to give us or take away from us, that's all up to him, man. And we deal with what we got. But I'm gonna grab it later. But seek ye the kingdom first, man. That's what we're supposed to be doing. This is not our rest, so we ain't meant to be seeking the things of this world, man. And I'm gonna get into all of that, Lord willing, right? So, but when he was speaking, I was thinking about this. Sound like one of these Hebrews, right? If Amos chapter 8 verse 5 it says, let me read up a little bit, I guess. Uh, Verse 4. So hear this, O ye that swallow up the needy, even to make the poor of the land to fail, saying, when will the new moon be gone, that we may sell corn, and the Sabbath, that we may set forth wheat, making the ephah small and the shekel great, and falsifying the balances of the sea. And I'm bringing that out because the interest is not about tradition or customs and but the things we're meant to be doing. It's about, for them, it's just, oh, we're just making money. That's what it matters, man. We want to run our enterprises. You know, who cares about the Sabbath? Who cares about the new moon type thing? Like, we just want to make money. When is it going to be over? That's what these niggas are doing, man. They don't care about the things we're supposed to be doing as Israelites. They just want to make the bag. That's all they're really interested in. If they can look righteous and whatever while they're doing it, then great, whatever. But that's what they're really interested about. So that we may buy the poor for silver, and the need for a pair of shoes, yea, and sell the refuse of the wheat. All right, they're just interested in making the money. These are not the Israel of God, as Scripture speaks about. Okay, not all Israel of Israel, man. Some of them are just fucking coons, man. This is what it is. Some of our people are just coons, man. Okay, selfish individuals. Okay, that are not really about them. They did a lot of talking about unity, man. But they do a lot of speaking about individual growth, individual wealth, and themselves, them doing things. They're not willing to sacrifice themselves for that, for the so-called unity that they're talking about. They ain't willing to sacrifice shit. If it's a detriment to them, they don't want to do it. All right? But this walk of ours, man, is a lot about sacrifice. And eventually we're gonna have to give everything up. So, all for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right? People don't want to do that. They don't want to be united in something which is going to ultimately bring them down to base levels. They don't want to do that. All right? This is from Joel 28 verse 12. It says, but where shall wisdom be found? Okay? Knowledge is great and all, but what about the money? You don't want to be woke and broke, right? So where shall wisdom be found? And where is the place of understanding? Man knoweth not the price thereof. You don't really understand the price of this truth, man. Okay, you're putting worldly things over this truth. Like it's just as important or more important when it's nowhere close. They're not even comparable. This truth is far beyond and above the things of this world, man. All right? So the depth saith, Salakia, the man knoweth not the price thereof, neither is it found in the land of the living. The depth saith, it is not in me, and the sea saith, it is not with me. It cannot be gotten for gold, neither shall silver be weighed for the price of. There's nothing you can exchange for wisdom, for this truth. All right? It cannot be valued with the gold of Ophir, with the precious onyx or the sapphire. The gold and the crystal cannot equal it, and the exchange of it shall not be for jewels or fine gold. Right? But these are the things that these guys are hunting down: gold, money, clothes, hoes, cars, all of that, right? That's what they're after. They want to use, they want to sell and buy those things, man. That's what's more important to them. So no mention shall be made of coral or of pearls, for the price of wisdom is above rubies. The topaz of Ethiopia shall not equal it, neither shall it be valued with pure gold. Whence then cometh wisdom, and where is the place of understanding? Right, that's what I'm going to get on that. Okay, this truth is far more than anything. Right. This is Matthew 13 and 45. Says again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man seeking goodly pearls, who when he had found one pearl of great price, and it represents this truth, this great pearl, right? Went and sold all that he had and bought it, because it was more valuable than everything that he had. Okay, that's how you gotta look at it. Okay, don't be concerned about what you stand to gain in this world, because we don't stand to gain anything in this world. Everything in this world is going to be destroyed, so we don't stand to gain anything in this world. So there's no point thinking like that. But when you stand with the Lord, when you know accept this truth, this knowledge, understanding, man, there's much to gain, right? Far more than this place. Like I said, this place is going to be destroyed anyway, you know. But because your reward ain't coming immediately, kind of thing, or you ain't willing to put in the hard work to obtain that, you know, then you guys are not interested. You know, our reward right now is not tangible. You know, it's not something you can hold and you can see, right? It's literally, you know, uh, in the future, right? For like a better word, right? It's not in front of us right now, okay? And but you have to believe, you have to have faith in that future, that it exists, that the prophecies are true, and that it's all going to come to pass. You have to believe in those things for you to want to work towards that, right? But that's the problem. Because the majority of our people are not built with that faith and not built with that belief. Okay, they see the carnal, so they see what the world has to offer, and that's what they lust after. Okay, we lust after this truth, man. We lust after the kingdom. We lust for righteousness. Those are the things we lust for. Okay, in a righteous way, right? In that sense, right? But this in this world, man, our people are just lusting over the carnal things of this world. You know. This is Luke chapter 12 and verse 27. So consider the lilies, how they grow. They toil not, they spin not. And yet I say unto you that Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. Okay, we all know Solomon was a great king, had great wealth. Okay, he had all of that. Okay, look at the business, right? This is about, he said the lilies are, you know, he wasn't arrayed like one of the lilies, right? And the lilies don't do nothing. So if then God so clothed the grass, which is today in the field and tomorrow is cast into the oven, how much more will he clothe you, O ye of little faith? Seek not ye what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, neither be ye of doubtful mind. For all these things do the nations of the world seek after. Okay, we're currently as a people in this mindset of the heathens, okay, or of Esau, and you know this consumerism type spirit. You know, we concern ourselves with too much materialistic shit. And yeah, there's things that we want and stuff, of course, but you know, it becomes, you know, becomes what your life is about. And our life is not meant to be about those things, you know. So we don't need to concern ourselves with all of that shit. All right. This is says, for all these things do the nations of the world seek after, and your Father knoweth that ye have need of these things. Okay, the Father knows we got needs, right? But rather seek ye the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you, man. The Lord's gonna take care of you, you know, basically. Just do what you're supposed to do, you know, get this truth, go and teach, feed the sheep, right? And your reward will come. The things that you desire and the things that you need will come. Not necessarily the things you desire right this minute. You know, you don't have to wait to the kingdom. But the things that we need when we need it will be provided. You know, sometimes you have to go through a down period. You know, things are hard. You know, but that's all to test you and to prove your worth, man. All right, that's what the Most High does. Chastises, right, as sons, right? So you have to deal with that sometimes. But in the end, guess what? Everything that you could ever possibly have dreamt about, okay, the Lord is going to provide, okay, in the kingdom. All right? But you have to be patient. You have to believe. You have to have faith, right? In order for you to endure to get it. All right? It says, fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom. Sell that ye have, give alms, provide yourselves bags which wax not old, a treasure in the heavens that faileth not. Okay, the treasure in the heavens that we're going to receive isn't going to fail, unlike the treasures here on earth, which will. eventually, right? It says, where no thief approacheth, neither moth corrupteth. For where your treasure is, there will your heart also be, or be also. And this is the problem. Like a guy like this, just gonna go back to Nate's face again. A guy like this, his mind is not on heavenly things, man. He done an abundance of talking about things in this world. You know, that's where his mind is. He can't obtain the kingdom, not uh, not on this side anyway, because his mind is distracted by the things of this world. His mind is not single. You know, he's really about the things in the world. So he could never be uh, a disciple or a believer, okay, unless he cast away those things. All right. So for where your treasure is, there will your heart, your mind be also. All right. So let's go to the next one. It's Matthew chapter 6, verse 19 says, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust doth corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal, because all those things happen, right, in this world, right? But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. The light of the body is the eye. If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Okay, so you're focused on this truth, you're focused on the righteousness, right? You're gonna be full of light, man. You're gonna be pleasing to the Heavenly Father, man. You ain't gonna be distracted by the things of this world, led astray, right? Because they're all temptations. They're all temptations that Esau, the devil, Satan, has got in the world, man. Satan came to Yahushua and offered him the kingdoms of the world, man, and everything in it. Are we not in this world? And are these things not? Because they are. A lot of things are obtainable in this world if you're willing to go with Satan, right? He can make you Jay-Z, but that'll be about as far as you'll be able to go in this kingdom. You're not gonna have rulership over it. But you can obtain certain things that Jake desires. Esau can give you that, right? If you bow down to him, like he said to the Lord, if thou worship me. If you worship Satan, you can go get shit you can get shit in this world, man. Right? But all of this is temptations. All of this in the world is temptations for you to worship the system, worship Esau and his image and everything about it, right? Which is taking us away from the Lord. All right. It says, but if thy eye be evil, the whole body shall be full of darkness. Okay, you're focusing on the carnal, you're focusing on this world and everything Satan's got to offer. You're gonna be full of darkness because you're gonna be doing you're gonna be doing wickedness in that world. That's part of it. Being down with Satan, you do wickedness. It says, therefore the light that is in thee therefore the light that is in thee be darkness. How great is that darkness? No man can serve two masters, right? So on one hand, yeah, knowledge is cool and but these guys want money, man. They want, they want material things, right? And being in this truth really doesn't promote materialism, right? It doesn't promote being rich. It doesn't promote getting and getting and getting, right? This isn't a fucking, some African ministry where prosperity doctrine is all you're gonna hear all fucking day long. That's not what you're gonna receive being a part of this truth. Okay, it's something we're gonna receive afterwards, but not while we're in this truth. We're not gonna receive those things. Okay, as I say, you might have ups and downs. You might be doing a good one moment, not so good the next. That's just the way just the way it is. But we don't sit here and teach that, yeah, you're gonna be successful, you're gonna build this and build that, you're gonna earn this and earn that, you're gonna have this and have that. We're not teaching on those things, man. That's not really what the truth is about. Right? So you can't on one hand be wanting everything in the world, but you want to serve God at the same time. That's two different things. That's two different things, man. And like I said, you can't serve God and mammon, right? It says that no man can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or the Lord is, the truth stops us, restricts us from doing certain things because it's not helpful to this ministry, man. It's not helpful to us. There's certain things you ain't gonna do in this truth, man. But the world will let you do whatever you want to do. You can earn all the money you want to earn, man. You can defraud whoever you want to defraud and all that business. You can sell out, bend over. You can do all that shit you want to do, right? To get something in this world. And like I said, if that's what you're really about, you're gonna hate serving the Lord. You're gonna hate serving Yahweh Shemi Shai because obviously that's not our motive. That's not our focus. If making money and making something of yourself is what you're really about, can't serve two masters. Okay. It says, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve God and mammon. All right. This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 15. It says, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. Man, talk about what do you say? Yeah, the Benz or Mercedes or something like that. Man, and that's not to say you can't have a Mercedes Benz or nothing like that, but the way these guys, these Jake are wired up is like it's all about that. It's all about money. It's all about getting this and getting that, living good, living fat. That's what it's all about for them, man. I mean, they say take care of their family and stuff like that. Yeah, everyone wants to take care of their family, but guess what? I, you can still do that, man, even if you're not that particularly well off, man. Okay, yeah, living standards is not gonna be fucking great, but you can still look after your family, man. Make sure they got food in their stomach because there's different levels to this thing. What you're speaking about is living fat. Everybody living fat. Your children living fat. You know, that's what Jake's on. And again, there's nothing really wrong with wanting that, but at the same time, in this truth, man, it's not the objective. But like I say, if that's what you're focusing on, you ain't really fit. You're not really fit to serve the Lord. Because you love the world too much, right? So love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Okay, it's plain and simple. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life. Okay, that's what it boils down to, man. You have a lust for all these things, right? You don't want to go through suffering. You don't want to make sacrifices. Towards something that you can't see. You're not prepared to do none of that, right? It says, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away. And like I said, all this is going to come to an end, this world, man. So you're not really going to obtain anything or gain anything from, toiling in it. You think you're going to set up some dynasty or something, man. You're going to pass on. Bro, this place is finished. You ain't passing on nothing here. Okay, it's all going to be destroyed. Right? The world passeth away and the lust thereof. All the things that these people, think about, Gucci belts, Gucci, all of this, it's going to disappear. Ain't no one going to be thinking about that in the kingdom. About this brand, that car, those clothes. Them things are not going to exist. So the want for those things is going to disappear because it's like, it don't exist. Obviously, we're going to have our own thing going on, but it's like, it's not going to be like how it is today. We as a people are consumed by consumerism, man. All this witchcraft that's being touted everywhere, man. Nothing but witchcraft constantly. You're being bombarded with witchcraft all the damn time, man. Everywhere. It's not gonna be like in the kingdom, man. Right? This place has got to go because it's doing nothing but damage. Doing nothing but damage to the people. So the world passeth away and the lust thereof, but he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. All right. This is Matthew 16:24. So then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself. Right? This ain't about you. This ain't about me. It ain't about what I want, how I feel. It ain't nothing to do with that. Right? If you can't deny yourself in this truth, ultimately, then you ain't fit. Right? So read it again. And said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. Right? You're trying to secure your income. You're trying to secure yourself and your family because you're putting yourself above the body or before Yahushua. That's not going to work out for you, man. Right? As it goes on to say, for whosoever will save his life shall lose it. Okay, you're gonna lose it on me trying to secure it. Right? So whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. Those who are willing to give up everything. Okay, those who are willing to give up everything shall find life. Okay, if you're not willing to give up nothing, you ain't gonna receive nothing. Right? If you're just, you're doing it all for yourself, everything that you do, speaking for brothers in this truth, right? If you're doing all this for yourself, like for your own personal benefit, your own personal gain, your own fame and fortune and glory and all this stuff like other guys have done in the past, then you ain't gonna make it, man. This ain't about us. This ain't about your personal glory. Okay? This is about Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? And the only reason, okay, that we're gonna make it out of here is through the mercy of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, through Yahushai's sacrifice. The only reason that we're heirs to the kingdom is because of Yahushai. Otherwise, we will rightfully just be destroyed. Because none of us are perfect, right? None of us were able to do what the Lord did for us. None of us were able to obtain that perfection. So none of us really deserve any glory, right? But the Lord is merciful, man. Okay, you have mercy for his elect. So, there's going to be guys, the elect, that are going to be delivered, man. Okay, and receive, be the first inheritors of that. Okay, with Yahushai. Right? That's the only reason. All right? Right, so yeah, you got to deny yourself in this truth, man. Okay, this ain't about you. It's ain't about ourselves, It's 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 6. This is, but godliness, one second. Yeah, but godliness with contentment is great gain. Right? You just got to deal with what you're dealing with right now, man. If the Lord got you up, you're up, right? Deal with it. Same way if the Lord got you down, though, you got to deal with that too. It is just what it is, man. Okay, but just, be content. There ain't nothing, wrong with working forward with things, but, you can only deal with what you deal with, man. Don't obsess over shit. That you keep increasing. You got to keep doing it. You got to keep increasing. Bro, that's not what we're here to do, man. Yeah, you may be increased at some point in time. Like I said, you have your ups and downs, but at the same time, Lord bring you down, man. You just have to deal with that situation. Okay, and eventually the Lord, in the chastisement, the hand of the Lord come off you, man. Then you're good again, innit? But you have to be content. Okay, remember that the most precious thing that we have in this is the truth, the most precious treasure. As long as you got that, Don't matter what condition you're in. You know? It says, godliness with contentment is great gain, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. Having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. So, but they that will be rich fall into temptation. And this is the problem. When you're hunting after the money, you fall into temptation, man. And you leave off godliness. Okay? So the day that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare, a trap, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which drown men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some covet it after, right? So the money is not a problem. It's the love of money. It's the obsession of it. You know, having to keep making more and more and more, becoming greedy. Okay, and like I said, ungodly in how about you, your actions and how about how you go about doing things, right? So for the love of money is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. But thou, O man of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness. Right? Fight the good fight of faith, lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. All right? So we got to learn to be content. It's not always easy, for sure. But, it's just something we have to accept, man. It is what it is. Okay, we're not seeking to make ourselves great men here on the earth. And even though that there's been rich people in the truth, past and present, right? Okay, they have a role to play in this ministry. They're not here for themselves still. They're not here to make their lives the most comfortable they could possibly make it. Okay, they're out here helping the brotherhood, man. Helping others, not feel so down and out. You know what I'm saying? Spread the love, as they say, right? Share the love. But it's not about comfortability, making yourself, putting yourself in the most comfortable position in this truth. It's not about that, man. If you got money, right, you should be helping those without money, okay, in this truth. Okay, supporting the brotherhood, supporting, helping brothers out. Because there's lots of us, man, and we all have needs, right? And it may be that the Most High just set you up with that money to help others, man, to be a relief unto other brothers. You got to look at it that way, man. This is not. It's not about ourselves. Okay, the Most High is not giving you riches or whatever, so you can feel fat. You know what I'm saying? And you could take it easy or whatever. No, there's work to do, man. Okay, there's a reason why you have it. This is Philippians chapter 4, verse 11. It says, not that I speak in respect of want, for I have learned in whatsoever state I am, therewith to be content. I know both how to be abased, which is low, and I know how to abound, okay, when he has much, right? Everywhere and in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to abound and to suffer need. I can do all things through Yahushua, which strengthen me. Notwithstanding, ye have well done that ye communicate with my affliction. All right, so the point was, Apostle Paul, was able to be both, okay, when it came around, okay? Like I said, the ups and downs. And you have to be content, you have to manage it. Right? Not sit there getting mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Getting mad, and start, doing what some guys do and start cursing the Lord or wanting to leave because the chastisement was too much. Couldn't bear it because they're so far from what they wanted to, what they want to be. I don't want to be broke. I don't want to be poor. I want to be this. I want to be that. And these guys fall out. These guys still got fucking dreams, man. Dreams in this world that they want to obtain and do. Just like the guy in the video, man, was talking about. So he wouldn't be fit, you know, to be in a camp or to serve. Or maybe in an IUIC camp, maybe you're fit for that. But, you know, not in a proper camp, not a real camp, you know, but, you know, with real men in the Lord, you know. Don't have the mentality for it. All right, but I'm going to close out with this. This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest. Okay, this is not where Jake makes it, man. You know, this isn't the happy ever after that Jake think it is, man. That you somehow you've got me come out of slavery now. You know, things ain't perfect, but you know, Jake trying to make it work, right? Jake trying to make it work, trying to do the best they can in Babylon, you know, and they think eventually what it is that we'll be able to make something of ourselves and live good, do good, or whatever. But that's not the ending here. Okay, the ending is destruction. Babylon is going to be destroyed. America is going to be destroyed, man. And everybody that wants a part of Babylon is going to be destroyed. It's really simple as that, because Babylon, America is a wicked place. And if you really want part of it, guess what? You're going to share in the judgment with it, man. Okay, because you're meant to be turning unto the Lord, man. You're meant to be seeking the kingdom of heaven. Okay, you're meant to be wanting out of this place. All right? It says, verse 10 again, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. Okay, America is polluted. The land of our captivities is polluted. So it shall destroy you. Okay, there's, like I said, you can try all you want, man. This place is not set up for us to thrive and to succeed. It's not set up for that. Okay, we're here for our punishment. Okay, we were put into slavery by the Heavenly Father because of our transgressions, man. The reason why we got fucked up lives right now is because of our own fault, right? Because we fucked up, you know. And the Lord put us in the hand of our enemies, man, who don't give a fuck about us. Is what it is, man. So ain't no point pleading to Esau and these other nations to do right by you, man, because they ain't gonna do right by you, man. They're gonna exploit you, take advantage of you, right? They don't give a fuck what happens to you in the end, right? So only will destroy you, man. But like I said, on top of that, the Most High gonna destroy this place anyway. So it all leads to destruction. Either route you go, if you don't turn to the Heavenly Father and repent, that's the result. Right? It says it shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. All right. So, you know, that's just what it is, man. Guys like this are just more concerned with things in this world. You know, making something of themselves, feeling that they've been successful in this world, that they haven't, you know, wasted their lives, you know, not, I don't know, getting rich, you know, because that's their definition of growth, isn't it? You know, yeah, just get money, buy things. that's success for them, isn't it? So Jake just all on that, man. You know, but there's more to this world than meets the eye, man. And you know, we're here to be called. We're called to serve the Lord. That is our true calling. As all Israelites, we were meant to serve the Lord, right? But our people, you know, for that gets in the way of you know, making spondoolies, man, and driving whips and big houses and clothes and all that shit. So they're not their mind's not right for it. But anyway, Lord willing, man, this is edifying. It's an edifying video, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next one, man. So till next time, I say shalom.